Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video, we are going to be setting up my October planner. We already have a couple set up, so let's just talk about October real quickly, because one of the things that's going on is we are getting ready to move, which is a little stressful. You know, moves are stressful. So my planning for October completely changed to what it was going to be, where I was still going to be experimenting with different planners and kind of just seeing what was going to work still for the 2026 new year. But now we're really hoping to be moved by our son's birthdays in December. So I'm going to pull out September because I am completely done with it now. Those just popped out because I had clipped them before. This is a Laurel Denise planner that we're working with here. And now I'm going to paper clip this back together. I'm trying to make this a little thinner because we are going to pop some pages in for the project planner, and the project is going to be moving. So this is the main planner. We're here actually on the 29th. So feeling a little overwhelmed. So what I did is I changed this to a list planner, which I actually did at the end of September anyway, just because the time blocking was kind of wasted space in a way for me, as it's really just clean and work. So I decided to start making lists instead. And so that's what I'm using this vertical for right now. It's like cleaning and other things that I want to get done for the day. Then we have my work planner, paper clip together. And what we're going to set up in this video is the project planner. So the work planner for Laurel Denise is the Nancy, the horizontal planner that I've been using. I really love it. What I did is for this particular week, we'll see how it works this week, is I whited out the this week line here. It actually doesn't look great with the whiteout, but it looks okay. And I'm using this for a side hustle that I'm doing right now. So that's what I'm writing over there. Let me take out September. So I'm really trying not to feel stressed about moving. If you've moved, you guys know it is a completely stressful situation. A couple things that we're talking about is our house even going to sell? It's a little more of a seller or buyer's market right now. So maybe, but we have to make a certain amount obviously to have down payment for the next place. It's all just like, we'll see. And we're talking about seller finance and maybe assumable loans to get rid of this house, but that's neither here nor there. That's just telling you the stress, you know, like why I feel a little stressed. I set this up as a journaling planner and I did not use it yesterday, but I actually might write like backfill just yesterday because it's fresh in my mind, and I do want to fill every night in, especially right now when we are moving, that it's going to be like chaotic. So here's September's project planner, and I think we just take this one out because it's all past, and we are now gonna paper clip these together. But actually, before I even do that, I'm just gonna pull them out because we're gonna decorate them. But what I want to say, so this is the planner we're working on, and what I'm gonna do is pop in these extra pages. Oops, there goes some stuff on my desk. Pop in these extra pages because every column is going to be a room or like space, like front entry type thing. So we will now be really working on every space in the house. And so I got these inserts that I've had this whole time from Laurel Denise since I first grabbed some of her stuff. And now every room is going to have a column front and back, so, or space. So we're gonna decorate a couple of these, and I'm just gonna go over how many rooms we have so I can kind of get an idea. So let's pull these out. And this is gonna be a huge part. I thought of doing a daily planner, and I actually thought of doing a happy planner for all of this, but I don't necessarily need a daily list for each space. I'll write what I did over here, which is what I've been doing anyway on the Laurel Denise planners, but I kind of just want a room and a list of things that need to be done. And then if I need more space at the end, like I finished all of that, I can always pop in a post-it with more things that need to be done with certain rooms. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And I need to get it done now because we are on Monday the 29th, because it's got to go fast. Hopefully by the end of next week, most of the house is ready and staged, which is going to take a lot of work. We're packing up a lot. So I'm going to grab 2 of these pages out. Did I grab only 2? 1 and 2. And we're going to decorate everything And soon I'm gonna have to be packing up my planner supplies. It just doesn't look so great in a listed home for staging. So I'm gonna have to keep out what I need for this channel. But there are gonna be a lot less videos for a while on this channel, but I will be pumping up my home channel so you guys can see me over there. I will list that below and we'll talk more about that, including packing up my office or my planner space to stage this back as a dining room because my office right now is in the dining room. All right, so right now I'm gonna just take a second to list all of my rooms. Okay, so after counting up, I have 16 essential spaces. I combined the closets, a couple of the closets because I don't think they're gonna need their own, but they also can't be forgotten about. So that will be these 2 entire pages, front and back. And then I think this last page will be like things to buy, things to sell, and then maybe donation and stuff like that. So we will need both of these full pages. Now what I wanted to use for sticker book, because I love decorating my spreads, it just makes me cheerful to write in. And we are going to use this sticker book here from Wrong. It's called Cozy Fall, and I can link this below. It is super cute. I love the colors with the purple. They're almost like a lot of jewel tone colors in here, which are my favorites. And then I have Mojo Jojo Plans big jewel tone boxes, and that's what I'm gonna use as the headers up here for every room. So I don't have to do that. You could just use highlighters or something. But since I'm taking the time to make the video anyway, I think I'm just gonna do that. So let's just grab some colors from the jewel tone boxes. I wanna kind of mix it up. So let's do like a green or a blue. We'll do this kind of teal. And then we'll get an orange. I'm just gonna put them across, and then every section. All right, so let's start with the blue. And then we do have the main page that's already at the back. And all I'm gonna do is put a couple gals on here, maybe a couple of cute icons like in the center, so that I have plenty of room to write still. So right now I think I'm just gonna do my favorite color boxes for this last page. Just like, I like this deep red. I'll grab one of these greens. Do we have any? I kind of want this one. And which purple? I think I'll go with the red purple. Yeah, that'll be pretty. We'll do the blue here. No, we'll do the purple. Like it matters, gals. All right. So for these extra pages, they're actually bent because I've had them out of the package before, but that's okay because they're gonna be used, severely used. I think I'm just gonna use my fun spotted washi on the bottom of these pages. So I may have said this, but I really do not like moving. I can't wait until we can just like find, you know, people say their forever home. Does that even exist? I don't know. I hope so. But I'm guessing this next one is not gonna quite be it. But that's okay. You never know. I'm gonna put some on top of the month as well, so I don't have to go find another color. Okay. So let's work with these pages. we're just gonna put some on. So these aren't gonna be like organized spreads. They're really just gonna be a couple of decorations. Let's get cozy. Baked with Love down here. And what do we think? It looks kind of weird, but I think that's kind of fine. Maybe like a leaf in the corner. Yeah, no rhyme or reason, but cute stickers on the page. I'm fine with that. Okay. So here we have this gal licking a spoon. Sweater with the scarf. Literally 3 stickers per page. It's okay. It's okay. Because I'm really just, you know, getting stuff on here. The most coziest time of the year. Okay, here these are barely, oh, it's the same gal twice. That's okay. Barely with decoration, but just a little bit of cuteness on the page. And now we'll work with the main pages like we would normally. So these might have a little more coordinating look, but we'll see. You never know. So I think this could be fun because this is a chair, and then they had this, she had this little picture. It's actually over here. And it's kind of like staging, you know, staging your house. So I think this could be cute. So we're gonna put this in the middle here. The little artwork. Okay. It's kind of a big sticker, but I'm gonna put her up here. And then let's try this from out here. I don't know. We'll see how it's gonna look. It's a fun idea, but it is taking up a lot of space, so we'll have to like work around it. Yeah, I think that's cute enough. Monthly. Oh my goodness, this pile of leaves. So cute. Okay, so we usually put something here. We can make, should I leave that to right or put something there? I think we're gonna put something. It's gonna be these florals. Now, I also changed my camera angle a little, so I think you gals are probably going to notice, possibly in some of my videos, that I'm out of the, whoops, don't rip. I'm out of the frame a little. Whoops. I lifted that up to white out, and I didn't even white out when it was up. It's crazy brain, crazy brain. We'll leave the 10, and we'll see what else we're going to put there, as we could put something else there. Do we want a cat on a set of books? I think we do. I mean, that is stinking cute. Does not look like our cat, but it's still really cute. All right, good enough for there. The 10, I think at this point can just be whited out. And we will get a 10 from Mojo Jojo Plans Dated. It just kind of looks odd sitting next to the cat like that. So now we're gonna find something else for there. And just another stack of books. Cute. Right, and we're gonna go into the monthly. Now the monthly is harder because I need plenty of space to write, and I don't think I need any of the holidays on here, because regardless of the holiday, with the exception of if it's a Shabbat, it is going to be a work day at some time or another of the day. So now, just like always, if I have a spot, because you can see this is going to be a pretty big sticker, where I need more space, I will use a Post-it to write there, like that. If I can't fit it on the sides. And now what else? Just need like a few cute decorations. Cozy vibes and crisp air. We're gonna cut that and make it a quote. Okay, so let me think. Let's put this where, oops, there's some washi on there from the scissors. I think like here. Got it centered a little better. Okay. And then just some of these tiny little cuteness icons in different places. And I think, I don't know, something here maybe. A leaf would be really pretty, like a bigger one. Okay, let's find a different washi just to help accent. And I think we'll just do this one. We're gonna do a different layer down at the bottom, like a second layer of washi. And then we'll do some up the top and some on the other side, and I think we'll be fine. It's kind of like a dark greenish washi that has some gold on it. Now I like to do this in my Laurel Denise planners. I like to give a little washi on the side here because I don't know, I don't like the boring edges. I mean, calming and efficient, but you know. So maybe we do it over here as well. It's kind of like a little border. Yeah. And then we'll do some over here, of course. So we'll do a second layer on the bottom. I think we go on the top of this one. So it doesn't have to match exactly, it just has to coordinate. And we'll do one down here on the habits. Okay. I think this, like, just design is more cartoony. It doesn't really go with these really pretty scenes, but it's okay. And the monthly, so cute. I mean, that is really pretty. I like it a lot. Okay, I think that's definitely good enough. Again, I know these look really kind of oddly bare. You know, this scarf looks kind of out of place. I'm not gonna mess with them though, because this is a very practical planner. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just get the rooms listed, and then we can call it a day. Now I gotta figure out what I did with my pens. Because I don't have an October on here. We'll see about that in a second. Okay, where did my room list go? So I think I'm gonna start with common areas, because these are probably what I'm gonna tackle first. So living room. Okay, so the camera cut out, but I went ahead and finished the washi off for the different pages and wrote in all of the titles. So we'll go over them all just to show you what I'm thinking of, and then if I need extra pages, I'll just come grab another, you know, 4-column page or some of the other project planner pages, and I'm going to show those to you real quickly because I do have that project planner over here. This is not the cover for the project planner, but it is, I switched out the covers, but it has the contents of the project planner. And this is one that hasn't been used yet. So I would go find the one that I'm already kind of pulling from. And these are the types of pages that are in the back. I don't know if they have these in the new 2026 ones. So I will update you on that just to let you know. But here you have a yearly plan of something that you want to plan for every day of the month, whatever it would be. You have these project plan pages. This is like a whole month project to do something. What I think I might actually use, possibly the whole month project, and then on the back of this one, is a 2-week project. So this page I will probably clip out. I have 2 monthly projects, which could be something like decluttering and staging and the different things that I want to do for that. And then the 2 weeks is going to be like a couple of the rooms are going to need some work on paint and just like probably mostly paint, some deep cleaning, things like that. So grabbing out these project pages, and then here you have like these checklist pages This can also be probably one of these for sure, like a pre-clean before we have like an open house or something. So I'll put what cleaning task needs to be wiped, like all of the appliances should be freshly wiped down, things like that, and check it off with each open house or viewing of the house. This will be like my checklist. So this one is a new planner, just with a different cover. So wherever my extra pages are from this project planner, which I know I have them somewhere, probably actually right over here, do I? Oh yes, I do have it in its original cover. If you go to the back, I have other pages in here, my spare pages, but I do have my project pages. So these are the ones that I will clip out and then use for the project of moving. And we could be doing all of this and then just not sell the house. That's one of the things that's like kind of frustrating, that is a risk when you're trying to sell a house. So we will see about all that. But this is how it looks, the 2 pages, and I know they don't totally coordinate. I do still really like them. I think they're pretty enough. And that's all I want, is some cute decoration and prettiness on the page. I really like the monthly. Usually I leave the monthly pretty open and it kind of looks boring to me, so I like that there are a couple little icons that I could just stick in there. Oh, so we're gonna go over. Let's pop it back in the planner and then we can go over. If you haven't seen my more recent videos, this cover I kind of DIY'd, not myself, but from this cover. I had 2 of them. So I left one original, and then I used undo along the edge of the pocket to get the pocket off. It came right off. It was really easy. It didn't leave any gross liquid residue. And then I used this cover as the front. That is all in a video if you want to see how I did that specifically. And then I put the pocket with a tape runner onto, which I have right here, this permanent tape runner, onto the inside here. So now the pocket's in here, same pocket, but I just took it off the edge. The one thing I did do that I don't love is I put glossy tape on the edges just to make sure the paper didn't stay off, because I had loosened some of it trying to get the pocket off before I bought undo. And then it's possible undo might have loosened it, but it didn't seem to. So anyway, I taped it back on, but I wish I had used the matted tape instead of glossy tape. It only really shows in light like what we're in right now. But anyway, let's get this back in the planner and popped back in with safety pins. Right after the journaling planner. All right, so did I mention this? I'm gonna mention it again just in case, because I don't think I did. And then if I did, I will just edit it out, the magic of editing. But I am planning to just be in this planner this month for October, because there's just way too much other things that I need to do. So I will do these like maybe 2 at a time. There's 4 here. I like using inserts. I bought a couple the first time I purchased from Laurel Denise, and this is really the first I'm using. I just clip out pages from the extra planners, which is actually cheaper than buying inserts, especially right now on the clearance. I did a video about that, why, let me do these separate. Why you should buy the clearance planners. It's really for some of the back pages and some of the extra weekly pages that you can just quickly redate and save money on inserts. That's the idea. All right, so we need to paperclip these together. And what did I do with my paperclip? We have it here. So now we can go, we'll just do it here. I like these flags paper clips. I got these from old Heidi Swamp planners. They just kind of show me which planner is which. And then I can just pull them and flip to them. I'll show you that in a second. But you still have to paper clip the corners of any planner that you're kind of putting together so that the pages don't separate and it makes it like kind of confusing when you're flipping around. But as is, okay, we will still go through the headings. I know I'm getting distracted here. So my first planner has the heart flag, so I can pull it up, just put my hand under, and here I'm at my first main planner. And then my second planner is this striped one, and I can pull it up, get my hand under, and I'm at my work planner. My third planner, oops, I put my third planner is over here. It's the map. and I can pull it up, and it is my journal planner. And then my last planner that we just did, pull it up, and it is the project planner. So the headings for the project planner, I did main areas first: living room, kitchen, front entry, and dining room. And the dining room right now is my office. That's what I'm in right now. I have 2 desks in here. I have this desk where I decorate my planners, and then I have a computer desk. They're 2 small desks that I got on a really good sale, like under $30 per desk. I'll show those to you in a video. I'll do a quick tour of this office for this channel, the planner channel, but then the main big tour and sorting and donating and all that stuff will be on my other channel, which I will start linking below once I get content on there. Hasn't had content for a year, but for this move, there's going to be a lot of things to do that can be filmed. Beside the point. So dining room, this has to go back to a dining room. But to do that, all my shelves, all my planners, all my stickers, all that has to be packed away somewhere for the staging. So this is going to actually be a huge project. I'm probably going to need to add like some extra post-its for it. Then I have my husband's office, which is kind of like a sunroom, sitting room. I think we're going to leave it as an office and just stage it nicer. I have the stairs and the bottom of the stairs because there's a little areas for put like plants and maybe artwork there. Master bedroom, master bath. Those have a lot of work. Master closet. Then we have a share bath, upstairs bath. So that's like the baths. Maybe I should put master closet. I'm going to switch these so the baths can be next to each other. I know it doesn't really matter, but it's just my brain. So let's put master closet here. And then the master bath on the next page. Why did I erase master? Oh, because I need to write it smaller. Master closets, we have two walk-in, they're not huge. And then here, bath, we'll do master bath. Then we'll have all 3 baths together. They're just gonna be kind of staged similarly with nice towels, maybe some cute artwork, and at least 1 plant in each bath just because the greenery is nice. And then we have the hall and landings. So there's a hall in the bathroom between the bedrooms, and there's a hall upstairs. So then we get into the boys' bedrooms. And these are going to be a little more involved as well because they have like collectibles, action figures, collectible cards, all that stuff that's going to have to start being packed up. The reason we're not going to leave some of that out, it probably could be fine, is that they don't want them touched when people come and see, like little kids that might be running around. So all of that, each of those room is going to be quite a project. And then their closets, I just put them all together because it's going to be very similar in their closets of how we're going to arrange their closets. And that is it. The next section, which is the main page with the habit trackers, is it what sell anything that's valuable. And I don't have a ton of things that are valuable. Definitely nothing really. Like all our furniture is Facebook or under $30 like for this desk. Yeah, so I don't know. There might be a couple, I don't know. We'll see if I have anything. Maybe an exercise piece of equipment. So I'll have a list there. Donate free. All of our cube shelves we're probably just going to donate or give away for free because they don't move well. I don't know if you guys know that. The cube shelves that are either from IKEA or Walmart, they do not move well at all. They get really rickety. Things to buy for staging. This is mostly going to be like greenery, probably a couple pictures, curtains, things like that. And then buy for the move, which is going to be like packing boxes, packing paper. Yeah, moving. It's such a production and it's expensive, but that is the plan for right now. And I do think I'm going to just paperclip this last page together. But kind of down here, maybe it doesn't really need to be paper clipped, but just so I know that I'm at the end. All right, so that is my planner. So this is my 4-in-1 planner. Oh, and what I wanted to say, did I say this? I'm sorry if I said this. I will probably just edit it out if I already said it. But we talked about, did we talk about? I feel like I did, gals, but my brain is like so crazy right now. I love this little planner. I love it for meal planning. So adorable. I finished it out. Did I? I think I did. Oh, I didn't do the last, Friday and Saturday. Where breakfasts are all here. Dinners are all here, and then snacks over here. I love it. I make my meal plan over here, but now I'm doing it. You can see here, breakfast and dinner at the bottom. The other thing that I'm thinking of incorporating, is wellness. Because I started to decorate this yesterday for the channel. And I just couldn't focus. I just have too much going on. I was like just like distracted because I barely got anywhere, right? Some checklists and some washi. And then I thought, okay, the reason I'm thinking this, let me zoom out a little. In September, I barely use this for working out or self-care. This whole monthly is just like blank except for 5 days, and out of the whole 30 days. 25 days were just unused for this. And then I did use the weekly dailies, but it's just like stuff I don't really need to keep track of if I'm not exercising on top of it. And I'm just like putting face oils every day, which I have been remembering. Do I have to write that every day? And what I eat every day? I like having that, but I think this is just like an extra planner for this month. When we're moving, that's going to be a little, well, extra. So I stopped decorating that. It's pretty neutral so that when I go back to using it again, I think it'll be fine. But now I got to figure out where to put wellness, and what I am thinking is maybe up here. If I do anything, and I may not. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking. Wellness up here for now. This is going to be like main focuses. This is going to be a list of stuff to do, and then breakfast and dinner. I could even move this line down if I need a little more of a list and move breakfast and dinner down. Maybe I should just do that. Let's just do that now. Where's that sticker on top of there? Okay, breakfast and dinner. Now for budget, because I do have my budget planner in my little one as well. I think the budget's going to be really hard to gauge this month because we are moving. So different things will be, you know, in the shopping area. But what I was thinking of doing, if I need to, is I can pull out these pages like that and pop them in back here as budget pages. And I can keep track that way. And the reason I was going to do these budget pages instead is because they're already decorated and ready. And I also have some from last month, and I could just pop them in back here and have them as little budget pages, just to kind of keep track so I don't go overboard for things, just because a lot is going on. So actually, let's just keep those in there, and then we'll grab the ones from last month, and they'll be in there too. They're all decorated, super cute budget pages. So those are on here. Actually, I'm going to put them at the top, I think, just so, yeah. And I might put a bookmark in there to separate them. Okay, so that is the basic setup for this month. And these other decorations are already on the channel. And today's is just finished and really just for practical use. But that is it for this video. Stay tuned. I'll show you this weekend how this has worked this week for me. And we'll have like a little update video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tambour with the Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.